Are you gonna miss the 80s?
Yeah. I think so. I think it's such a nice, like, I mean, you know, without all the internet, social media, like there's something so magical about that time, like so innocent and kind of like, you know, the way that people interact with each other and relate to each other, and you know, it's so different. It's been so fun to kind of live in that world of you know, reading books to figure things out, and like you know, the walkie-talkies, and so yeah, it's been nice. I'll miss it.
I'm not gonna miss the pants. There's like
That
an
denim.
80s pants cut. It's not, no, it wasn't for me the stiffness. It was the tapering toward the ankle.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like how that looks on me or feels, and I'm not gonna miss the pants.
Not gonna miss the haircut.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd love to. I think it's going to be a very unique experience to get all the fans. Yeah.
Well, it's cool we're all friends. Like, we just do like each other. So it's cool to, like, watch your friends go do things and, like, succeed in different ways. And, you know, like any friend, you sort of, when you're busy with other stuff, maybe you don't talk as much. But it's always been so nice to, when we come back, we're, like, hanging. And, I don't know, there's, like, that's what I will miss a lot, is us coming back together. And I don't know if it's totally hit me that we're not going to do that again. We're not going to come back in the same way. So, but yeah, everyone's experience outside, it always like kind of influences the character in a new way. I think everybody's character kind of changes when we change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you come back to that same character? Like, do you find it easy? Yes, you know, it's good acting, but do you find it easy with all the life experience in between to come back and snap back into that human that you were 3-4 years ago?
I think it changes. You were saying this the other day. It kind of changes.
Yeah, that like, to me, I hope that when an audience watches the last 3 seasons, they see the same character on a journey. But if I go back and do a rewatch, I see kind of 3 different characters, like, you know, based on where I was and what I wanted to explore, what I was comfortable with, what I wasn't comfortable with at any given period of time. And I think the Duffers are such great writers, and the relationships and the story structures are so strong that I feel like you really can live within their language and, you know, shape it a little bit to what feels right to you right now and what you want to explore in yourself right now. But that their writing is sturdy enough that the still kind of core of the character is always there, and their directing. And so I feel like I enjoyed always coming back and being like, this is actually a totally new person on a totally new adventure. And I'm going to find, you know, the consistency within the writing and the consistency within the physical body and form that I take.
It's, you know, it doesn't happen in a vacuum in a sense. I mean, we do get to go make this show in like this nice space, I think, that has been carved out. And you know, we can really hunker down and make this. But I do think the fans' reception and audience reception is a big part of, you know, the show's success, and also why we've been able to do it for so long.
The drive
and like
as well.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a long thing to do. You're shooting it for a year,
sure.
and it's a bit of a marathon. And you know, I'm thinking of like when we got halfway through this year, and there is that like, you know, it does help you kind of, you know, keep moving. That you're like you want to do its service because you know that.
Yeah, you do want to make something. You know, you're making something together to give to an audience. So it's always in mind.
I also think part of what makes the first season so special is that you guys didn't have that yet or know that that was there, that people were going to like it. Yeah. And I think that the line between artist and entertainer is like fuzzy and blurry. And sometimes you feel like a court jester being paid by the king to like juggle lemons. And sometimes you feel like a real artist and creative. Yeah. And I think it's really important, and we all try to do this for each other, to block that stuff out when we're working so that we can keep the identity of the show, what made people originally like it, which is that it felt scrappy and real and modest and like these young people that no one had ever seen before who are all geniuses and incredible, like making something. And you want to keep that and bring that in every day. And when it's like, you know, all the social media and did you see this meme and come over here and do this, and when it becomes more about the industry of the show and like selling T-shirts than it is about making connections. Not only do I think it's a disservice to us, but I think it's a disservice to the fans because it's not what it's like. And so we have to like, you know, participate that and do it, but also protect the thing that makes the show meaningful.